Good morning, Beth. How's that precious little grandbaby of mine? Did he sleep through the night yet? Are you giving him the pacifier? Remember, only the first 3 months, or he'll wind up needing braces.
Oh, good morning, Doreen. I was just changing his diaper, actually. He slept okay last night, I guess. Maybe a bit better than usual.
Well, that's good news, isn't it? It was the same when Johnny was little. He slept like an angel for me from the 2nd month and on.
Well, I hope that Scotty decides to take after his daddy. I could use any extra sleep I can get.
Oh, I know, dear. Believe me, I know. Nobody ever said motherhood was easy.
Everyone warned me about the lack of sleep, but I guess you don't really believe it until you experience it firsthand.
It's so true. But the good news is, now that he's sleeping a bit more, you can get back into your fitness routine.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I can't even wrap my mind around that right now. With all the work it takes just to carry him around with me while I'm running errands, running up and down the stairs with all the extra loads of laundry I'm doing now.
But John is helping you with some of that, isn't he?
Oh, yeah, of course, as much as he can, but he's at the office most of the day. And I am just so tired all the time. When I put Scotty down for his nap, I just don't have any energy for anything other than taking a nap myself.
Dear, I know how you are feeling, but believe me, those endorphins will give you the feel-good energy you need right now. Plus, I know it can be indelicate to discuss these things, but I have been through it before, so I know firsthand. A woman only has a certain amount of time after she's had her baby to get back into shape again.
Well, it's only been 6 weeks.
Exactly. You've had 6 weeks to recuperate from childbirth. Now it's time to start thinking about you. Now, I don't mean to pry, but how much weight did you put on during the pregnancy? 50, 60 pounds?
Yes, it was around that. I don't remember exactly. The doctor said it was a perfectly normal amount.
Of course, dear, of course. Your body was making itself into a comfy home for that baby. We've all been there before. But now it's time to start to take your body back. For you, right?
I mean, I guess so. But the doctor said that the breastfeeding would burn a lot of calories, and it really wears me out most of the time.
Breastfeeding will burn some more calories, that's true, but it also makes a girl ravenously hungry. And that sort of defeats the purpose, doesn't it?
Well, I mean, the purpose is to nourish my child.
Oh, yes, dear, of course, of course. It's so fabulous how dedicated you are to doing so much for your child. The breastfeeding and you staying home from work for him, I think it's all fantastic.
Right, but I do plan to start freelancing again in a few months. My office said I can work from home anytime.
Well, that's perfect then. Maybe you can join a gym that has daycare. Just a few days a week.
Maybe. I'll have to see how I feel then.
Of course, in a month or so. No pressure. So, how did those compression garments I sent you work out?
Oh, right. The compression garments. Honestly, I wasn't even able to get them on. Are you sure they were the right size?
Oh, yes, I know they seem ridiculously tight at first, but you really need to be wearing one at all times. You mean you haven't been wearing them so far?
No, my doctor recommended just wearing something like a lightweight Spanx that's easy to get on and off when I need it. She said it would help while my uterus was shrinking, but I would still be comfortable in it.
Oh, no, no, no. A Spanx isn't going to help you get your tummy back. Those garments I sent you are called fajas. They come from South America. Trust me, the women down there really know what they are doing.
And I'm supposed to wear it all the time?
Well, not all the time, but most of the time, yes.
I don't know. That's not what the doctor told me to do. It seems so, I don't know, unnatural or something.
Darling, back in the old days, a woman would have a baby or two and she'd just, well, let herself go. She'd look, well, matronly is the only way I could think to put it.
But you don't look that way. You look great.
And that's because I did the work, dear.
Yeah, well, I don't think I have it in me to do the work. I think when I feel ready, I will get out there and do what feels right. But right now, I'm content to get my baby snuggles in and nap time and listen to my body as best I can.
You know, dear, it's not just you I'm thinking about here.
Huh? What do you mean?
Well, you know how men are. They can have certain expectations about their wives.
You're talking about John?
Of course I am. Don't you want to look good for him?
I mean, of course I do, but he's perfectly happy with the way I look.
Oh, are you quite sure about that, dear?
What are you saying? Did he say something to you?
No, of course not. And most men won't. At first. Especially nowadays, it's considered bad form. But if you don't start doing the work now, will he say something in 6 months? Who's to say? And who knows what the women are like at his office? Have you ever met any of them?
Well, sure, at office holiday parties and stuff.
And? Are they attractive? Younger? Thinner?
Jeez, I don't know. I guess some of them are. What are you saying? That John would cheat on me because I gained some pregnancy pounds?
I am not saying that at all. Oh, my John is a good boy. But all it takes is some young thing at the office turning his eye, and he starts to think that what he has at home is not as appealing.
Listen, John loves me. I have no doubt about that. And he's always telling me how beautiful I am. You know, I'm naturally curvy anyway. John obviously likes that.
Well, of course it's appealing when we are young to be a little curvy. Oh, but gravity can play cruel tricks on us, dear. Take it from me.
Unless we what? Do the work?
Exactly. See? Oh, you are starting to get the picture.
Okay, Doreen, I get it. Thanks for the advice.
Any time, my dear. After all, we are family now.
Beth, how are you, my sweetheart? I can't tell you how much it meant to me to have you bring my sweet great-grandbaby over to see me yesterday. He is a sweet, darling boy, and you are doing a wonderful job with him. I just want you to know that.
Oh, thank you so much, Harriet. We love our visits with you. It means so much to John and I to have a great-grandparent in Scotty's life. Neither of us were ever so lucky.
Well, I don't plan on going anywhere anytime soon. I will be helping you move that boy into his college dorm room before you know it. Or maybe to move in where all the astronauts live, to the NASA.
NASA? Why NASA?
Did you see the way that baby boy was staring up at the moon last night? I tell you, he's got the stars in his eyes. Maybe he will walk on the moon someday. Or Mars. Now they all want to go to Mars.
Yes, that's true. Who knows, right?
That's right. Anything is possible for this little angel. He's going to go to big places. I can feel it. So, Doreen has been visiting you at the house a lot. Has she been a big help to you? You can be honest with me.
Oh, yes, she's been extremely helpful. She comes to babysit once a week so we can get out of the house a bit. But
But? Oh, I knew there may be a but. But what?
well, she's really concerned about a few things.
Concerned? What do you mean concerned? Do you mean nagging? She's nagging you about something.
Honestly, yes. She's been telling me that I haven't been getting back into shape the way I should have by now.
Should have by now? Says who? Her?
Well, I don't know. Maybe she has a point? I've only lost about half the weight I gained when I was pregnant.
And so what? You are a breastfeeding mother.
Yes, I know. But Doreen says that's what is making me hungry all the time, and that I need to watch my calories.
What would she know about it? She bottle-fed her children. And there is nothing wrong with that. It was her choice, of course. But what you are doing is your choice, and it's beautiful.
Doreen tells me that she was already back to her pre-pregnancy weight by this time.
Ugh, that girl of mine filling your head with this nonsense.
Sorry. Maybe I shouldn't be telling you this about your own daughter. I love Doreen. I know she means well.
You have absolutely nothing to be sorry about. Doreen is my child, and I love her to bits. But that doesn't mean that sometimes I don't want to give her a good kick in the tuchus.
Harriet! Oh my goodness.
Now you listen to me. Doreen has always been very focused on looks. All through high school and college, she was always on some special diet. Not that she ever needed to be, in my opinion. Our family has always been on the slender side. Now, back in my day, I was jealous of the girls that had curves like you. My girlfriends and I used to stuff tissues in our bras to fill out our dresses. But styles change, and when Doreen was young, thin was in. All those twiggy models that looked like they needed a glass of milk and a sandwich. But the truth is, we all have to work with what the good you-know-who up in the sky gave us. Well, unless you count all the fake things people put in their bodies nowadays. Did you know that people actually go and get a fake behind these days? Imagine that. A fake rear end. It's true. I saw it on the cable television. Those Kardashian girls. How do they sit down, I wonder? Can their tuchus just pop?
I don't know. Wow, you are too much.
My point is, my sweet girl, there are all types of bodies in this world. Some of us are big, some of us are small, and some of our bodies change a bit when we bring a baby into this world. Now, does your doctor say that you are healthy?
Oh, yes. She says that I'm right on track and in perfect health.
Good. And my Johnny, I see the way he looks at you. His face still lights up when you walk in the room, every time. Are the two of you still happy in your private time, if you catch my drift?
Oh, my. Oh, John would die that I'm talking to you about this. But yes, better than ever, actually. Despite having a baby in the house.
There, you see? Now, Doreen may find it hard to believe, but a lot of men like those extra curves their wives get after they've started their families. Johnny's grandpa, my David, may he rest in peace. Well, he was quite happy with what was going on with me upstairs when I had my babies. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, yes, I think I do.
My bosoms. I mean my bosoms, sweetheart.
OMG, yes, I know exactly what you meant.
Now, they didn't stick around forever, but I made the most of them while I had them. Oh, I wish I had a picture of me in that navy bathing suit. I turned a few heads in that getup. Believe you me.
I'm sure you did.
But even when they went away, my David, he never said one word to make me feel like anything less than a knockout. But if Johnny ever did say something to you about it, about your figure, something not nice, I want you to tell me.
So you could give him a kick in the tuchus?
Exactly.
Well, I promise you, all he does every day is tell me how beautiful I am. He's never said one negative thing to me about my body, ever.
There, you see. Now, maybe that little bit of extra weight is going to come off all on its own with time. And maybe it's not. So what? If it bothers you, you do something about it. If you decide to let it stick around, let it stick around. It's up to you. You're a smart girl. You'll do what feels right for you. But I will tell you, for what it's worth, as far as I'm concerned, I think you are absolutely gorgeous just the way you are.
Oh, thank you, Harriet. That means so much to me.
And another thing, sweetheart. It's up to you, of course, but I would really like it if you didn't call me Harriet. And you called me what Johnny calls me.
Oh, okay, Yaya.
Ah, see, that's better. Now, as for Doreen, you don't worry about her. I will have a little talk with my daughter. Let her know she needs to give you a little wiggle room.
I really don't want to upset her. She's been such a help to us.
I have learned with things like this, you need to nip it in the bud. Otherwise, resentments build up. And then where are we? You just trust Yaya on this one. I'll have this sorted out for you. All I want you worried about is enjoying that precious family of yours. And of course, getting that grandbaby of mine ready for the NASA.
I'm on it. And thank you, Yaya.
Anytime, sweetheart.
Harriet, I mean Yaya, was true to her word. Doreen never mentioned a thing about my weight again. Although she did give me a little bit of the stink eye when I served myself a second dessert last Thanksgiving. But the conversation I had with Yaya that day really helped me. So many women spend that first year with their new baby doubting and disparaging themselves. And when I hear my new mom friends doing the same, I am sure to share the same wisdom with them that Harriet shared with me that day. Now, John and I have baby number 2 on the way, and I'm going to focus on the important things. Being a good mom, and also being kind to myself in the process. Have a body-shaming story of your own? Tell us in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe for more true tech stories.